I need to fix my histogram because that'll be lower, like down at around 51 or something. Dark. So I'm fiddling with the histogram and I'm not having any trouble with Pink Floyd's. That's a pretty decent image for digital binning, 2x2. Uh-oh. Ah, I'm still live with you. That's good. So on Night Skies Network, I haven't been dropped once tonight, so that's awfully nice. I'm having a good evening. What else shall we try here with M101? We did the digital binning, and I think I've got a little bit of sharpening going on right here. No, I have sharpening turned off. Yeah. Yeah, we'd have a much better time of it if we had nice dark sky here. Oh, and Jack's recording it. Thanks, Jack. I haven't been taking any notes at all, so I can write down the numbers from the recording. Thank you for doing that. Let's back off and take a look at our integrated picture. You can see this guy up here. And I think there's another galaxy there. A fair number of satellite galaxies that this M101 has. Okay, well, now that we have this working, why don't we look at another couple ones? M106, should we do that one? That's a pretty, I don't know, maybe that's getting down low. Let's take a look on the map. M106 is already down here. Oh, it's 45 degrees. That's not that bad, is it? Okay. Oops. I screwed up here. There it is. I'll center it. And we'll go to it. Through cursor. So we're going to M106. We still have the digital binning engaged. Oops, and I forgot the cardinal rule of unplugging from stacking. Let's see if this will give us the raw image. There it is. And it did. Nice. Okay. So let's bring this up a bit. And this is bright enough, I think we can probably just go ahead and average stack this. So let's try that. I usually try to get it pretty close on to what we want to have, so that looks good to me. And let's just go down now, and in stacking, click average, 2, 4, and click go. So these are 10-second exposures. They're shorter, and that's a big advantage of stacking, binning. And I will now click. There it goes. No problem at all. Stacking got an OK sign. We have one picture in. Now it's got two pictures. Smoother already. Yeah, Jack, I saw you were had a note posted for doing the sun, but then I went to look for you and I didn't see you this afternoon. Rain. Okay. It'll be fun, Jack, to watch you also using that DS10 camera and see. Thanks for doing that, Jack. Much appreciated. There's a nice spiral, obliquely viewed. We can see it pretty well here. Maybe we can take a look at the whale. I'll put it right between the hockey stick and the whale. And if I center that, we can go there. There it is. And oops, shoot. Let's see if we get the raw image now for this field. There it is. There's the whale and pup. Looks like I have the Atlas page flipped, so we've been watching everything inverted tonight. I'll just leave it that way. Here goes the satellite. Now I've raised the dark set a bit. There we go. Maybe too much. Let's see here. And there's a geosynchronous job. I'm going to drop it down still lower, maybe down to 76. Yeah, that looks better. Now let's see. Maybe I'm going to do additive for this. We're going to add the original in 2. Okay, so I shift from average over to additive and knock down to 2. And there we go. And then I'll click Align. There is the second image added in. And the third. So as we add the images in, you can see the satellite track is getting longer and longer. Now it's going to get a little bit darker. There it's starting. Very nice. Good resolution isn't quite there that you have when you have full resolution, but it's very nice, and it's quick and convenient. And people still can see the lumpy nature in the whale galaxy here. Looks like we were in the bushes for this, or in the trees. Look at all the dark boundaries there. It's tree branches. It's framed. Well, I'd say that was pretty good, wouldn't you? And let's see what, let's take a look here and see what's up more toward the top. Here's M5. I wouldn't mind going to M5. So let me unhook from the stacking. There we go. And then we'll go over to the Atlas page again and go to M5. This is such a pretty globular. It's very nice to look at because it's got a lot of straggling stars that stretch out. And while that's fooling, let's change our setup here because I don't think we need very much exposure time for this. Maybe a second. Let's put it in 1 second and see what happens. And I need to pull the histogram down. There it is. And that gives an idea of the spread of the stars. Now we are, this is digital bin, so we see the effect of digital binning now. And gosh, that's just 1 second of integration time with digital binning. When it flashes like that, it means I click the picture and then I have to toggle back to the camera view again. Okay, so let me come off from any stacking that I was doing. It's gone, yeah. And now I'm free to save my pictures. Let me do that. I did upgrade the RAM on the laptop, and that was one thing that seemed to help with the file saving. They're all saved now, and I have discovered also it helps to drag. Let me get rid of some of these here. Uh-oh. There it is. All right. M5. Okay, let's see here. So as we go up toward the zenith, up above, I see Hercules up there. There's the zenith on the meridian. The meridian is the white line that we see. Let me orient us. There we go. There's the white line is the overhead meridian, and here's the zenith point right in Hercules. M92, M13. Now, we have objects now available over in Cygnus and in Lyra. And unfortunately, roughly where the Milky Way is at about 30 degrees, I have the houses, my house and neighbor houses, a townhouse block, which prevents you from seeing the eastern sky. Oh, Ski, yeah, you're welcome. Moon is coming up and you are going down. Good night. 6888 the Crescent. Yes, we can go there. Let's do that. That's right in here. And let's see if we find it. It's the Crescent Nebula right there. Okay. Wow, I haven't seen Crescent in a ton of Sundays. Let's see if I can find out where my telescope. Oh, it's slewing from over on the western side. It's coming around, about ready to cross the meridian over to the east here on the north, left-hand side of my chart. There, it just crossed the meridian, coming down now to Cygnus. And here it comes. Now, what are we going to do? All right, we know it's faint. So, and we've got a full moon. My gain has been very low tonight because of the moon. It's only at about 20%. 10% actually. It's 2 points out of the 20. So let's see. Let me change the exposure time, and we'll take it now from 1 second. I want to take it up to, let's try 10. And it's a lot for a digital binned image. And there, I see it. Now, let's see if we can get it in. There it is. And let's let the sky settle down a bit. I might have to give my telescope a tune-up. Ah, there it's coming. The stars are starting to settle in, get more defined. This would be a great target for hydrogen alpha filter. I've got a great hydrogen alpha. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. I'm tempted to try to, very faint. Let me try to add a couple and see where that would get us. And John says, thanks for being on tonight. John, good night. Yes, you're certainly welcome. Had a good time. Yeah, there it is, Stewie. Let's see if we can bring that out. I'm going to try and stack that additively, the original and two. Let's do it. Go on. And I'm on. It says okay. Oh, I need to raise the, there you go. Now you can see the progress bar at the bottom. Okay. All right, now let's see if I can darken that background and bring out that nebula. Yeah, this is working pretty well. Let's see, we're doing the original in 2. Hey, Jack, I missed my color. This is such a beautiful red nebula. And the crescent that we're talking about, if you haven't seen it, it's this whole arc right here. It's actually more than that. It's a whole enveloped area here, which is pale red. But especially here, it's called the Crescent Nebula, because this part is really highlighted as a advancing energy front. Oh, telescope is streaking. These horizontal movements are a sign that my azimuth clutch is slipping a bit. Not the clutch, it's actually the bearing. It slips a bit and then it stops. And a couple pictures later, it'll catch up again. Let's see if that happens. See that? Well, that's quite nice. All right. Well, let's do one more object. What shall we go for? It's got to be something high up in the sky. You think we could pick up North American Nebula? That's too faint for us, I think. Good. Let's go to the dumbbell over here. It'll remind me of what I saw in an eyepiece of my telescopes for years. Just a pale, colorless, ghostly image. And let's see, I need to unhook us from that stack. Damn it, I keep forgetting that. Okay, it's unhooked. Look at that. We got it. Now, in the past, when I used to forget to unhook myself from stacking, a live stack, I would get into big trouble. I'm going to the next image, and it would cause me to have difficulties. The program would crash, or I'd have to wait for a long time. Tonight, I did not have that kind of trouble at all. Been a very smooth experience here, looking at a good number of different kinds of objects here with digital binning or with full resolution. Oh, that's nice, very nice. A beautiful planetary. Jack says he needs to tweak his observing PC for gaming. I think it's worked, Jack. I think it really has given a smoother performance. think Rock is correct that there were a lot of competing programs that were interfering with MallinCam Spy. I don't know how else to interpret it. And when you were engaging the sharpness feature, it was slowing down the updates. Well, let's see what happens if I add to the sharpness right now. I think this is not stacking or anything, it's just a raw image. The sharpening is instant. Now, if I stack, if we were to just average stack, let's see, flat field grid, here we go. Let's do average, and let's do stacking. I've got the original one too. And I need to click on that. Okay, so. Okay, that's the first image. There's the second image averaged in. This is averaging now. And there's the third. Okay, so now let's go down, and I'm going to increase the sharpening live while we're stacking. I have no idea what will happen. It grabbed a little bit, yeah. Comes the next one. I didn't see anything then. The fireworks galaxy would be cool. Well, let's go to it. That's a beautiful thing to see. So I'm going to save a picture of that. That's with sharpening. And if I undo sharpening, it takes it several refreshes till you see it start to mellow out. But it is working, Jack. Now I'm having a hard time focusing my screen with my eyes. I'm tired. Okay, let's go on to 6946. And that'll be our last stop tonight. So that's a beauty. And it is near, oh my gosh. All of our friends here are starting to rise. So here's Cepheus over here, where the red X is, and the fireworks galaxies right off here at the corner in the direction of Cygnus, right in there. So let's, there it is. And usually what I do is go and put it right between the cluster there, 6939, which is to the left, and 6946 in blue, that's the galaxy. So let's go ahead and salute here. Now the way I'm set up, it's going to be inverted, so we're going to see it flipped, I think, with the galaxy on the right. Here comes the telescope. Whoops. All right. Now let me fix the histogram. We've been going for very high contrast tonight. Look at that. There's the galaxy lower left. star cluster to the right. Isn't that lovely? Okay, I'm going to add additive stacking. We're going to add the original in 2. Okay, additive. There we go. This will bring it out, and we'll see the arms, I hope. So we have one picture. Here we come. Now, as it gets brighter from the addition, I can now work the histogram and darken that background. So I put the peak of the dark set now on the top of that histogram peak. We have to be pretty extreme like this because of this full moon. You know, we're rejecting a huge amount of light out of the picture, which is moonlight. Just kind of picking a few highlights off the icing of the cake. And that's our image right there. Yeah, that worked pretty well. Now again, this is digital binning. And we can improve it a lot if we go for just the raw image. It's a very nice camera. It's working really well now with the software. I think it will be fun for all kinds of future use. Okay, let me snap a picture of that, and with that, we'll be done. Okay, guys, well, I'm going to sign off because I'm kind of blotto right now. But I'm really pleased everything went pretty well tonight. Smooth. We didn't have a single Pink Floyd, and we picked around on that histogram all night long. So that was fun. Jack, I'll be looking forward to you and Rock showing the DS10C. That should be fun to see. Okay, guys, thanks a lot for joining me. We had a good time. Good night.